Hi, my name is Mohammed Twimi Ben Jaloun. I'm a Moroccan tour guide. I have an MA English Literature and Studies in Gender Studies, and I'm poet too. I have 5 books of poetry published here in Morocco. I write about feminism in the Arab world. I like doing my job, my profession. I love it. I do it by love because this is a profession which allow me to meet a lot of people from different citizenships and to communicate with them. We know that one part of the knowledge is voyage. There is the culture of the voyage, and throughout meeting a lot of people from all over the world, you know about other civilizations, about other modes of thinking. You change your ideas, you renovate your ideas. So it's a mutual learning. I teach them about my country, about the history of my country, about my culture, about a lot of things, and I learn from them about their cultures and so on. So it's a mutual benefit. Well, uh, what can I tell you about Morocco? Morocco is an African country, and most of the clients, when I met them for the first time in my previous experiences, I asked them what they know about Morocco. The first impression they had when they heard for the first time of Morocco, it's just a country where there is desert, there is camels, there is palm trees. That's all. They don't know that Morocco is a very, very old civilization that goes to the prehistorical era. You know that there are some archaeological researches that they found here in Morocco some cranes of the Homo sapien, which dates of 360,000 years ago. Imagine 360,000 years ago, people and the human being race has been here in Morocco. Well, so Morocco is a North African country. This is the gateway to Africa. This is the bridge, the cultural bridge between Africa and also the Western world. Max, please. Please let me do my video, Max. So, as I told you, sorry, I have a very, very silly dog that you see here. Anyway, but the recorded history of Morocco, it begins since the 7th century BC with the Phoenicians. When the Phoenicians came to the coasts of Morocco, I mean the Mediterranean coast especially, so as to do some bases, some trading bases there with the trip of Hannon, the very famous trader, Phoenician trader. So they settled there. Also, we've had the coming of the Romans in the 1st century to Morocco, and they built a lot of cities here in Morocco, such as Volubilis. I mean, the Roman cities here, and Volubilis, the ruined city now, Roman city, is considered at the time to be the capital of the Roman Empire in Mauritania's Tingis, because Morocco in the old times, it hasn't been only this area in which we are now that is bordered by the Atlantic and the Mediterranean and Algeria and Mauritania. No, all this area, it has been called Mauritania's Tingis from 42 AD till 242 AD. So all this time it has been occupied by the Romans there. They settled in Volubilis, as I said. There is a very, very beautiful city. If you come to Morocco, you'll visit it for sure. There are some very nice mosaics there, some very nice columns and architecture. And Volubilis at the time, it has been the first city to manufacture olive oil, because the area, it's a very agricultural area, and the Romans at the time, they manufactured their olive oil so as to send it to all over the world, since olive oil at the time it has been like oil or petrol of nowadays, it has been very expensive at the time. Well, Morocco, it's a very diversified country. Here you can find sun, you can find snow, you can find desert, you can find mountains. You can live 4 seasons in one day if you want. If you want to see the mountains, the snow, you can see it in the Atlas Mountains and the Reef Mountains. If you want to see forests, big, huge forests of cedar wood, very beautiful sceneries, you can see them. You can see in the same day the sand and the sun in the south of Morocco with Merzouga and all those ergs in the south of Morocco. There is also a very, very nice seashores that we have in Morocco, either on the Atlantic Ocean or the Mediterranean. So Morocco is very diversified. And when we say diversified, it means that there has been a lot of cultures which crosses the Moroccan history throughout its history. There has been the arrival of the Muslims by the beginning of the end of the 8th century and the beginning of the 9th century. There are a lot of dynasties which ruled Morocco, like the Almoravids, like the Idrisids, like the Marinids. There has been a lot of monuments, very important monuments, especially in the old Medinas, like the Medina of Fez or the Medina of Marrakesh or Meknes. For instance, here in Morocco, we used to have the first university in the world. Imagine, it has been built in 859 and by a woman, not even a man. The first university in the world, a lot of madrasas that has been like secondary school in the 14th century with the Marinids. They used to teach not only theology there, but a lot of sciences at the time, like astrology, like medicine, like geography, like mathematics, a lot of things. You will find some very beautiful architecture influenced by the Andalusian style of architecture. There are a lot of things to see. Besides of that, for instance, in Marrakesh, there is a very big square there in Marrakesh that is called Jama Lifna, in which you have a lot of folkloric shows, a lot of music, serpent charmers, storytellers, narrators, musicians, everything. You can do a camel ride in the desert, or even in Marrakesh, you can do a camel ride there, or in Merzouga Desert. So it's a very, very funny travel that you will have if you come to Morocco. We have a lot of water. It's agriculture. The economy is mainly based on agriculture and tourism, and we have also some food industries, some weaving industries, and so on. The country is developing more and more throughout the years. Since the coronation of the new king Mohammed VI, Morocco has jumped a very, very huge jump. There are a lot of international companies investing in Morocco, a lot of industries, a lot of movement. It's a workshop, an active workshop, and day after day, Morocco changed. And I think in the very near future, it will be among the most important countries in the world. I'm not flattering my country, but this is a reality, believe me. So I invite you to discover this Arabo-African Andalusian influence. Here in Morocco, there are a lot of components to the Moroccan civilizations. Jews used to live with the Muslims, with the Catholics, with all over the time, It's a very hospitable country, very lovely country. It respects all the cultures. You will not you will not regret your travel to Morocco if you choose it like a destination. You will be so happy of the culture, of the food. We have very good food. If you like food, cooking classes to prepare very good tagines and very good salads, very good food. It's well known. You are very welcome. You can learn, you can cherish your time, everything. So I invite you to come to Morocco. You are very welcome in Morocco. The people here, they love foreigners. They love travelers. They are very hospitable with them, Moroccans are known by their hospitality. If they see the smile on the face of the people, this is their own happiness. to see the smile on the faces of people, of guests. So you are very welcome in Morocco. Thank you.